How about now? No? Why is that? Only on TikTok. Can you hear me now? No? Yeah? On and off. Weird. Oh, well, my internet connection's just gone, so that's probably why. Okay, how is it now? Can you hear me now? Is it detecting the wrong microphone? It's not picking up my headset mic, is it? No. Weird. It was lagging and muting you at the same time. Okay, you can hear me now then. Hi Fred, how are you doing? Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're okay. If you still can't hear me, let me know. But if it's all working, we'll get into it. We're gonna play some more Outlast, as I was saying. Good, thank you. Audio's good, my end. Nice one. Right then, let's get into it then. So the reason we're playing Outlast today is because we ended the stream early last week. We only played it for about half an hour last week because I suddenly felt a bit ill. And I also had to skip yesterday's Euro Truck stream because we had a bit of a leak in the bathroom. Had to get an emergency plumber in. So that's why I didn't stream yesterday. And I thought to make up for that, I'd do an extra Outlast stream today. So that's why we're playing Outlast today. It wasn't planned, it was a bit spur of the moment. But yeah, you may recall, if you watched me play this last Wednesday, I just suddenly got a really bad headache.
Thank God you survived.
I'm hoping it's not going to happen again today.
That secular maniac would carve you up like the others. Meet me outside.
But I think it is the camera movement. In fact, is there a way that I can turn off view bobbing or whatever? Doesn't seem like there is. That's a shame, because I think that's what's causing it. I think it's for some certain first-person games, the movement of the camera sometimes makes me a little bit dizzy, and I think that's what happened last week. I think just the way that the camera moves in this game is a little bit headache-inducing for me. So hopefully it won't happen again. Hopefully it won't get too bad today like it did last week, but I can't make any promises. It's either that, or it could be the night vision, because the green and the like, it could be the effect of that. But we'll keep playing, and like I say, hopefully it won't happen again. You may have a type of vertigo. There are different types you can have. It's possible, Fred. Like I say, it has happened with other first-person games that I've played before. So the only explanation I can think of is that it's something to do with the camera, like some kind of motion sickness or whatever. But I'll try and keep my focus in the game, and then we should be alright. Do you game all day, or do you have a job? No, and also no, unfortunately. I don't have a job right now. My most recent job was a graphic designer in a print shop. But I am between jobs right now. That doesn't mean that I just sit and play games all day, though. How are you doing today? And is the pipe sorted? It is, STFC. Yes, we're all good now. All sorted on that front. We had a bit of trouble. What time did they end up coming? It was late. It was after the stream was supposed to have started, like 6-ish. Okay, pick up document. Does it happen often or once in a blue moon kind of thing? It's never happened before. It's the first time I've had that problem, so... Okay, from R. Traeger to P. Walsh. Mr. Walsh, please accept the immediate resignation of Orderly 531920, David Annapurna, and process him as a patient of Mount Massive to treat his persecutorial delusions. Treatment should continue until the time of his death. Thanks, buddy. Rick Traeger, Murkoff R&D. Okay. So an employee of the company requested that another employee be interned as a patient. Okay. Weird. And that was accepted. Do you have a social life or do you stay at home all day? I do have a social life, yes. It always baffles me when people join my stream and they're like, is this what you do all day? Like, because I do this for 3 hours a couple of times a week, that therefore means that I must be doing it 24/7. There's 24 hours in a day, and I spend 3 of those hours on some days live streaming. Oh, we've already been this way. Are you offended? Yep, you got me. I'm so triggered right now. I'm deeply, deeply hurt by your offensive remarks. The batteries were in low, by the way, so we're gonna have to change that. What was the... was it Y? Yeah. There we go. Fresh battery. Now I can't remember where that other battery was. We could have gone back to pick that up, but never mind. Oh shit! I just wasted battery again. I'm wondering if I put the camera down, that might help. Nice and mature of us. Well, one of us has got to be mature, haven't we? Can I... oh, can I go under here? No, not quite. Okay, where do I go then? This is another complaint that I have about this game. Like, at first at first I liked it, but it's gotten to a point now where it's getting a bit frustrating, it's often difficult to figure out where to go. Well, that could also just be my fault. Okay, this room's on fire.
I had
to
burn it.
The person.
All of it. Murkoff took so much from us. Used us. Turned us into these
sorry, man.
things because nobody cares about a few forgotten lunatics. So let it burn. Burn the whole goddamn thing down. Get out. If you want
Hey,
to
horse lover, how are you doing?
the kitchen.
Okay. Wow. New objective, turn on the sprinkler system to extinguish the fire. I mean, I don't know. The guy just told us that he wants the place to burn down, and I after what we've seen, I think we should let it burn down, honestly. What game is this? This is Outlast, horse lover. And if you missed the first episode, we're in an abandoned mental hospital, except it's not actually abandoned. It got bought out by this really shady company, and they've been doing experiments. on the patients. What do you rate the game out of 10? Are you not really a fan? I'm loving the game. I've enjoyed the story so far. I think it's a bit difficult because it doesn't really, you know, it can be difficult to find where to go. Need to find 2 valves. Do we follow the pipes? First turn on the 2 valves. I mean, I can see 2 valves here, but it won't let me turn them. So it must be referring to 2 other valves. Sorry, I had to pop off for a sec. Cold caller. No worries, Stray Dog. Oh, are you gonna... You gonna hurt me? I'm gonna guess so, yeah. Laundry room. Is there a valve in here? No. Sprinkler valve. There we go. I might have to hide as well, because I feel like that guy's going to follow me in here. Let's sit tight. Do you enjoy speaking to 4 people? I do, yeah. I enjoy speaking, even if I had just 1 viewer, you know. The conversation is really why I do this. And I know you're trying to make a joke about me having very low viewership. But that's actually just because I've been shadow banned. Normally, my streams get like 50, 60 viewers. Did you get far on that last half an hour on Wednesday? Not really, Draydog. We got past the tricky bit with the patient who thought that he was a surgeon. But that was about as far as we got before I got a headache. New account nearly got 600 followers and it's not even been a week. It has, STFC, yeah, it's really, really great. The new account is at 575 followers as of right now, which is incredible. Thank you so much, everyone who's followed the new account already. Make sure you do if you're interested. This account has been shadow banned, which means that people are not seeing my videos and live streams as much as they used to. So I've created a new account. It's called Ashendak. Please do go and follow it, because in future I'm going to be streaming from that account and I'm not going to be posting here anymore. But yeah, we got almost 600 followers already, and it's only been about a week since I set up that account. Oh, shit. Well, I didn't notice that you were there. But thanks. Okay, it didn't rewind us too far. We know the way to get to the first valve, but there's another one of those valves somewhere. In a way, you can technically still post on this one. Yeah, I will keep this account. I'm probably just going to private it. But it means that I can always come back to it in future if need be. Oh, stop! I keep changing the batteries by accident. I've wasted so many of them. Because I keep mixing up the button to switch batteries and the button that puts the camera down. I mean, you might as well kill me, to be honest, because I've just wasted a battery. Try again, shall we? Don't know if there's much point posting on this one, but you're still getting a bit of decent amount of video views. Yeah, I mean, the viewership on the videos isn't too bad at the minute. It's more so the live streams that are the problem. Oh, these things found me. Okay, maybe we should find the other valve and do that one first, and then come and do this one after. Hello there, what's the game? This is Outlast. I think we did come in here last time, right? Oh, there he is. I see what you mean about the way you move around in the game. Yeah, it's very... it's just the view bobbing I don't like. I always, if games have an option to turn off view bobbing, I normally do it. I'd prefer if the camera just stayed perfectly still and level, you know. I know it's less realistic for the camera to just float as you walk, but the camera like moving like that when you walk, it does sometimes make me a little bit dizzy.
Have a dirty little ducky.
I'm good, thanks, man. Uh-huh. I think we're safe here, by the way, because we went through a narrow passageway.
No complaining, Lilo. We have to wash every little part. Who was it?
Okay, I think we're safe this time. As long as he didn't see us hide, we should be okay. No idea where he is, though. We don't have a motion tracker like Alien Isolation. Oh fuck. Yeah, obviously. Oh. Oh fuck. Right. So now we got to do the whole thing again. I was going to run around him, but... Right, well that's annoying. I mean, can I follow him, or is he going to turn around? Okay. We're okay. Oh, get up, get up, get up! See, I know where the safe area is if I can just get there without running out of stamina. There we go. And then the second one's just here. But you see, now we got to get back to the main water sprinkler control, and I'm gonna imagine it hasn't auto-saved. So if we die, we do it all again. Yeah. That's what I was worried about. Okay, but we're safe here. No, don't go back through. We just wait here till he leaves. I know you can't get through, so go on, off you pop. What time are we on till today, says Grey Dog? Let's say 7. We'll see how I feel at 7. Hey Saul, sorry I haven't been able to catch the streams recently. Work's been kicking around behind. No worries, P. Thanks for joining today, and thanks for following the new account as well. It won't be long before I start moving all of my streams over there. Oh, I'm stuck. Right, sprinklers are on. Find Father Mountain outside. Where's outside? Is that outside? I mean, it looks like it's guiding me in this direction. Oh! That actually got me. Fucking hell. Oh, there's a dead guy. This looks suspicious. I've got a feeling we're going to end up going down that. Just a hunch. If you don't reach 1k by Monday or Tuesday, you can try going live anyway on your new account. I'll go live on the new account as soon as I get access, honestly. As soon as I get that notification saying, you know, you're now eligible to go live, I'll be doing it straight away. The thing is, nobody on Earth knows what the exact criteria are for streaming on TikTok. According to TikTok's own official guidance, it's 1,000 followers. That's all you need. But they offer it. Sometimes they offer it to people with less than 1,000 followers. Sometimes people don't get it until after they've hit 1,000 followers. literally, I genuinely don't think anyone at all who works at TikTok can give a straight, definitive answer. It's just whenever they decide to let you do it. So yeah, as soon as I get access, I will start streaming on the new account. But I have no idea when that's going to be. I can apparently go live now, and I have hardly any followers. I don't even want to, says Pete. Yeah, sometimes they just offer it to people with really low follower counts, and I don't understand, because when I first started, it was 1,000. Like, when I first started on this account, the rules were much stricter. You get to 1,000, then you can live stream. Then they started messing with it, and now it genuinely just seems like they'll let you stream whenever they feel like it. Sometimes you might have to wait till 1,000. Sometimes they'll give it you before. Christ knows. MK Ultra program, CIA Maury, doc number 14 of yeah, bloody blah. Special research Bluebirds. General problem. For the past several months, Bluebird has been endeavouring to ascertain by research, study, instruction, and some practice what value, if any, can be derived from sleep induction and hypnotic techniques when applied to war and specific agency problems. Okay. Can we create by post-hypnotic control an action contrary to an individual's basic moral principles? In other words, can you hypnotize somebody to do something that they wouldn't normally do? Can we guarantee total amnesia under any and all conditions? Can we alter a person's personality, and how long will it hold? What are full details on a sleep-inducing machine? So I mentioned before in the first episode, MK Ultra was a real thing. There's a lot of misinformation around it because a lot of it is still held quite close to the government's chest. But MK Ultra was a real program that the US government did in the late 20th century, and it did involve it did involve discussions about the potential for mind control. I'm not saying that the US government actually invented something that can control people's minds, but I'm saying they did try. This is all real stuff. Again, the game exaggerates. The game builds on, builds a mythology around it. But MK Ultra was a real program. David on YouTube says, Casino Night Zone on piano, nice job. Thank you very much, David. That's very kind of you. Okay, exit's open now. New objective, look for Father Martin. Okay, someone has got a torch. I'm guessing that's him. Very dark out here. I'm trying to avoid using the night vision camera, not only because it drains the battery, but also because it might give me a headache. But I have to use it out here in the dark. This door needs a key, obviously. What is that? I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. There has to be a door somewhere I can get through. How alive are you? There's an interesting question. I don't even know your name, but I've come to think of you as one of my blood, my Paul. I hope you don't mind. And I hope you don't indulge the vanity of self-pity, the fear that your suffering is more than others. We all must endure this, and you are nearly done. There's no way to heaven but by the cross, and every man needs another to help drive the nails in. I'm here for you. I'm waiting ahead. That's Father Paul? Hi, Melody. By MK, do you mean Milton Keynes? Yes. Milton Keynes is actually a mind control program. Have you ever met anyone from Milton Keynes? There's something not right there. Okay, these gates are both locked, so we can't go this way. Press Y to reload batteries. Okay. This could be something. No, don't change the batteries. I keep changing the batteries when I'm meaning to put the camera down. That's so annoying. We've wasted so much battery in this stream already because of that. Okay, so this gate right over the other side is what we needed this key for, right? Wait, where was it? Somewhere here. Ah, this was it. What? I don't like that. Please don't do that again. Now I'm going to open the door again. And you're not going to do that again. I've just recorded a note. The thing in the dark. Okay, God help me, I think I've seen the Wall Rider. Oh, is that the Wall Rider? Okay. We've heard talk about this Wall Rider. We don't know what it is. It's some kind of entity. The word wall... Yeah, this note we made in the first episode. The word Wall Rider is all over this place. Murkoff was running an experiment here called Project Wall Rider, but the patients talk about the Wall Rider like it's a physical presence, a spirit, or demon. So that's what we've just seen. Lovely. The night vision's terrible, or is it just me? It is, Draydog. Yeah, it has... The night vision has this really strong film grain filter on it, which, like, reduces the quality loads. I wonder if we could turn it down a bit, actually. There aren't many graphics settings, unfortunately. Yeah, there's nothing here that we can do about that. But yeah, it's got, like, really, really strong film grain effect on it. It's serving sprint, squeal, and slay, while the asylum twinks your fear response and says, "Don't be shy, turn the night vision on." Honestly, Melody, it teases you. Oh, whoa, hold on. Now, do I want to approach? Is this a good idea? Are you okay? Well, he won't talk to me. Ow! What? What just happened? Why did I just make it sound like I took damage? Fun fact about asylums, not really fun, but people with autism and ADHD got locked up in those places. Yeah, they did. Asylums used to be... I mean, you know, back in the day, we didn't really understand mental health the way we do today. If anyone had, like, the slightest abnormality in their mental health, it was just immediately assumed insane, and then get put into an asylum. It's actually really scary to think how many people... It's scary to think how many people were locked up in places like this just because they were depressed or autistic or whatever else it might be. It is really crazy. Saw him again, yes, I know. Thank God I wasn't alive back then, says Melody, honestly. I mean, let's not forget, you know, someone like me probably would have ended up in a place like that as well. Because being transgender was classed as a mental illness. And unfortunately, to certain people who still live in the past, it still is to this day. It's crazy, like, again, it is crazy to think that, like, 50 years ago, I could have been potentially, maybe not 50 years, but 100 years ago, I could have been put in an insane asylum just for being transgender. And what's even crazier is that some people think that that's right. Think, you know, the good old days, we should go back to that. Wild. Like, just so many people with so many mental health issues that today we understand a lot more and we can treat a lot more. Back then it would have just been, right, you're mental, we're going to lock you up. And it really was as simple as that. Have we found something? Ah! Oh, you don't look too good, friend. I'm just going to take that battery. Thank you. It's locked, of course it is. Right, there's a gap in the fence up there, so I'm guessing that's where you want me to go. Yep. Open this one. No. This is locked as well. Where do we go then? What? Oh, hey. Can I... Nope. Battery's nearly dead again. There it goes.
Leave me.
Hell. What are you doing? He's just standing there. I thought he was pissing. That's a pissing stance. Come on. Prison block. Boarded up. down a dead end again. So where haven't we been? Oh! Ow. Where are we then? Right, this looks pretty obvious, thankfully. We don't really take the time to think how hard things were years ago, because we sort of have it a bit easier. Very true, Grey Dog. Like, I know modern life has its drawbacks, and there are definitely difficulties, but, you know, at least we don't live in a time where we just put people in mental hospitals because they're depressed. You know, that's absolutely insane to think that that used to be a thing. Oh, also, I just hurt myself quite badly because I misjudged how high that was, and I just jumped off. Is that you in your profile picture? It is, Emi, yes, it is me. When are you going to start streaming on that new account? As soon as I can, Melody. As soon as I get live access. The plan was this Sunday. Ooh. I mean, you might as well kill me, to be honest. I've already been injured, so just do it. Hello? Hello? There you go. But yeah, as soon as I can. The plan was that my first stream on the new account was going to be on Sunday. But if it depends if I get live access before then or not. If not, then it might have to wait a little bit longer. But yeah, as soon as I can, basically. I'm quite excited for it as well. Like, I'm just looking forward to doing a live stream and actually getting a decent amount of viewers again, you know, like in the old days. Like when we first started this. Remember when people used to actually watch my stuff? I do. Oh god, I don't know where to go. And I'm still being chased. Oh wait, we're back here? We've been here. I'm stuck. So we already were there. It just took us round in a circle. So which way should we be going? Why did you get shadow banned? I got shadow banned once for getting bot follows, like it wasn't even my fault. Honestly, on this account, I have had quite a few bot followers, and it's really annoying because you can get in trouble for being followed by bots. But like, I didn't ask bots to follow me. I didn't ask people. You know, make 50 bot accounts and follow me. People just do it. Bots just do that. But yeah, I think I've been shadow banned on this one for mentioning the T word, aka the purple app. TikTok apparently absolutely hates any mention of that particular platform. So in future, I'm just not going to say it anymore. I'm just going to point at the top of my screen and say, you know, you can see the icon. You know which app I'm talking about. It's the app that everyone streams on that's not TikTok, but I'm not allowed to say its name. It's absolutely wild to me that you can actually get shadow banned just for mentioning it. But yeah, I've seen quite a few people verify that that can happen. And I say it a lot, so... So much blood in the water, I can smell it, like putting a penny in your mouth when you were a kid. The whispers are making more sense. I'm looking for static. It's like an itch. Bots are a real pain in the ass. Yeah, they really are. Say water. Water? I think we're going to need to change the battery again. Any second. It's very dark out here, so we've been using a lot more battery than normal. I googled it, and apparently it can have something to do with trolls and reporting. That's also true. I think, you know, given that I've had a lot of false reports on my account from trolls over the last couple of months, that could have been something to do with it. Which, again, really annoying that TikTok does that, because it's not my fault that people keep reporting me. But it is what it is, you know. This is why I really encourage people to join me on my other platforms, by the way, because, you know, I know that the other website that I stream on is never going to shadow ban me just for mentioning the name of one of their competitors. You know what I mean? Like, YouTube's never going to ban me for saying I'm also on TikTok. You know, YouTube doesn't get that upset about me mentioning that other platforms exist. But TikTok does, so again, please do go and join me on other platforms if you can, because they're a lot... you know, my account is a lot less susceptible to being struck on those other platforms.
Even Abraham had to cast his eyes to the ground. Soon. This way. Revelation is at hand.
How the hell did a battery not get wet in the rain? Honestly, batteries actually can survive getting wet quite easily. I know one of the big no-nos about batteries is don't get them wet. I watched a video recently. I forget the name of the account, but I watched a YouTube video recently. This guy deliberately broke all the safety warnings for batteries. Like, he tried setting them on fire, he tried putting them in water, he tried drilling a hole into them, just to see what happens if you actually break the safety advice. And it turns out that putting a battery in water, not that big of a deal. I mean, you shouldn't do it. It's not wise to do it, but it doesn't really do anything apart from just drain the battery. Don't do the other things, though. Definitely, under no circumstances, try to put a hole in a battery, because that shit will explode. Like, really, really violently. Try to mute trolls, but some that get bored after a minute or two, so I give them a while. That's fair, Draydog. It can be hard to tell whether someone's trolling or not at first. But then, like you say, sometimes by the time you realise that they're trolling, the damage is done and they've already, like, filed 5 false reports against your account. You're from the UK? I am from the UK, Amy, yes. Is it Amy? Please let me know how to pronounce your username, so that I don't get it wrong. Hey, Scott, how are you doing? Not this week. It's E-Amy. Okay, cool. This is locked. Hello. Can I come in? Guess not. Okay. Maybe later. Not too bad, thank you. How are you? I'm good, Scott. I'm good. Don't. I did it again. I did it again. Right. For the benefit of anybody watching right now, here's my controller. This button here, the right bumper, that's the button to put your camera away. This button here, the yellow one, that's to change the battery. And I keep pressing the battery button when I mean to press the other button. So I keep wasting my fucking batteries. Can I get up here? I might be able to run jump it. But yeah, I'm good, Scott. I'm good. I'm glad to be playing this again because it was, you know, last week. I just couldn't keep playing. I got a really bad headache last week. I only played it for about half an hour and I had to end the stream. But it's been going better today so far. Reposting doesn't seem to work anymore, but what can you say? Joy's been shadow banned. Yeah, honestly, don't bother. Don't bother, Dre Dog. It won't do any good. Oh, like I say, the sooner that I can start streaming on the new account, the better. What's for tea tonight? I don't actually know, Dre Dog. I've got some minted lamb burgers in. I'm gonna have those. I'm not doing shopping till Friday, so we don't have much in, to be honest. Okay, this guy's dead. Did you do that? Fuse for the laundry chute. Okay. Right, you're not a bad person, are you? Oh, I feel like you might be. Okay, right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna dip. Bye-bye. I must say that was a very delayed reaction to me entering the room, though. It seemed like he just didn't mind at first, and then he slowly started walking towards me. 3. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course it does. Okay, I wasn't actually paying attention to what was happening here. So there's a key. This guy's got a key, and rather than just putting our fingers through the bars and taking the key off his finger, which we could do very easily, instead we've got to find 3 fuses so that we can actually open the door, the little gate there. Because that's some video game logic for you. Obviously, we can't possibly just reach in through the bars and grab it. Love the fit today, very cute. Thank you, Melody. This is my low effort fit. You know, sometimes I feel like getting dressed up for a stream. Sometimes I like to put on a nice dress and a bit of lipstick. Sometimes I just like to put on a hoodie. And today's one of those times. And that's fine, you know? Door needs a key. This is where we came from, so there's no point going back down there. You like to wear lipstick? I mean, I like the way lipstick looks on me. I like how I look with lipstick on. I don't really enjoy how lipstick feels on my face, to be honest. I like the look of lipstick, but I don't like the feel of it. Which is the same with all makeup, to be honest. I don't really enjoy putting makeup on, because it's time-consuming, but I like how I look afterwards, you know? I like the result, not the process. Okay, we're back here again. We didn't come this way before, did we? Because I don't remember this bed. Tree. Oh, it's you again, the really, really slow-moving guy. Can you climb over that? Yep. Okay then. I mean, I'm not really particularly worried, given how slow you are. I just need to get around him. Hi, I print with love. Thank you very much for following. How are you doing? I'm very good, thank you. How do we get around him? Because there's nowhere to really do that. Oh shit. Here? Aha! Oh, he's running now. Oh yeah, now he's fucking running. Of course. Do you have a printer? I don't. I print with love, no. Aha, fuse. Wait, shut this door. I forgot to shut the door. Push this. Oh, it's a bot. I love how they asked first, though. For anyone wondering, someone with I Print With Love joined my stream on a different website. They commented, "Hi, how are you doing?" And now they've just left a comment that says, "Hey, handsome, tired of that dusty printer acting like it's too busy for you? Let me introduce you to something way hotter, smooth, fast, and always ready where you need it." Okay. I am not going to be buying whatever you're selling. Thank you very much. Another battery. Can we go up there? I'm guessing not. Can we hide here? Let me guess, the only way out is back through the way we came. Which means we're going to have to open this door and let this guy back in. Oh, he's still running. He's still running. Ah! Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Right. Sure. Whatever. Probably a fact you already knew, but some of the classic Who stories are only animated, because the BBC had shit organisation skills in the 60s. Yeah, in the late 60s, early 70s, the BBC scrapped a lot of their tapes for loads of different shows. Doctor Who was like one of the worst affected. there's still 97 episodes missing to this day, which is crazy. And honestly, I don't think we're ever likely to see any more again. Maybe 1 or 2 might still be recovered, but the chances are pretty slim at this point. And unfortunately, there is a time limit. There is a time limit because obviously film degrades over time. So realistically, if in another 10 years' time or so, any tapes that haven't been recovered, they just never will be. Like, there's no chance of ever saving them, even if the original tapes do get found. It's not totally hopeless, though. They found some new episodes in 2013. That was the most recent new episodes found. They recovered a second Doctor story. But the unfortunate truth is there are some episodes of Doctor Who that nobody will ever see again. Not the original versions. So I'm just trying to think. Before I open the door, because he's going to come storming in as soon as I open the door. Where would the third fuse be? Because Sorry. I feel like we've looked everywhere. We came out of the laundry room and went left. Then we went... Then there was a junction. And there was a fuse at both... There was a room at both ends and there was a fuse in both rooms. So where might the third fuse be? I don't want to just be wandering around for ages trying to find where this third one is, you know? Is he still there? Yep. Oh, the fast one's there as well? Right, well that's unfair, isn't it? Oh, I tried to close that behind me, it didn't work. Get in there. Okay. I think we might be safe here. I'm just gonna take a breather. I want to watch the Toy Maker story, but the only way I can watch is if I watch the animated. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to change. I think that there are certain stories that are more likely to be found than others. And I think stories like the Celestial Toymaker, the 10-part Daleks one, I forget what it's called, the Daleks Master Plan, stuff like that is never going to be recovered. For the sole reason that they're like the most coveted collector's items, you know? I mean, let's be real, you know, put yourself in the shoes of someone who has the only copy of one of Doctor Who's most popular stories. Like, one of the most popular stories in the show's history. You're the only person in the world who has a copy of that episode. It's easy to see why people in that situation don't want to give them up and don't want to tell people, you know, I've got an episode of Doctor Who that no one else has ever, you know, will ever be able to watch again. It's selfish. It's definitely selfish, don't get me wrong. But you can understand like, not... You can't... You can see why people do it. I'm not saying that I sympathise with people who do it. I'm not saying that that it's something that people should do, but I get it. I get why people might feel that way. And I personally, I think that there are definitely stories in... There are definitely some classic stories that people have, like, in private collections that they're never gonna give up, you know? If someone has the only surviving tapes of those stories, they'll take them to the grave. Exactly, Grey Dog, exactly. And I think, unfortunately, that is how it's going to be. Some people will take those tapes to the grave. And again, because it's tape, it degrades over time, so even if 50 years later, you know, some rich dead person turns out to have one of the tapes in their attic, it will have been too long, and the tape will be unrecoverable. So the episode will be lost anyway. Like there is a time limit on recovering any more lost episodes. I think 1 or 2 might turn up, but it won't be like the big popular stories. It definitely won't be the Toymaker. It definitely won't be the Daleks' Master Plan. If anything does turn up, it'll be like the less popular episodes, the people that the episodes that people wouldn't really want to keep. You know what I mean? The more forgettable stuff. Can he climb through here? I don't think so. In fact, did we came through this way, right? I think. So there wouldn't be anything else back here. Oh, maybe not. This actually looks unfamiliar. Oh, there's well, upside down crucifixion, eh? Dark as hell without the night vision. It really is. The visibility is so low without that. Drive in the nails. And don't get me wrong, I like a nice dark atmospheric horror game, but given that the night vision gives me a bit of a headache, it's a bit annoying that I have to have it on most of the time. Okay, I know where the third fuse is. We've just got to get to it without being killed. There he is. Wait, can he climb through here? I genuinely don't know. Yep. Yep. Oh, it gets to a point where it becomes tedious, you know? Oh. Oh. It just gets to a point where you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. But I know exactly where I'm going this time, at least.
Run.
Oh! Right. Sure, whatever. Starting to wind me up a bit now. You shut doors behind you? Yeah, you can shut the doors behind you. It's a bit tricky to do, though. There we go. How do you look behind you again? There we go. If I use the triggers while I'm running, it looks behind me. Without turning around, I mean, I cannot figure out how to do it without turning around. I mean, I guess you just have to do it at the exact right time. You just have to press the button really precisely as you pass. Okay, we got all 3 fuses. If we just wait here for a bit until the heat's off. I should have gone there. I'm gonna. Oh, he's ripped all the doors off. Oh, of course. It saved, though. It did save. So we did all that. We instead of just going in there and grabbing the key, we did all of that to get access to the laundry chute. And what happens? The key drops down the chute. Video game logic, everybody. Right, where do we go now, then? key. Well, yeah, I know we need a key. That's the key that we were just about to get before it dropped down the laundry chute. Okay, so there must be another place we haven't been. Okay, this guy's moving slowly right now, but he could speed up. Yep, there we go. Just as I suspected. Yep. Oh god, he's coming fast. Yep. Well, I have no idea where to go then. Ow! And this is a dead end as well. Okay. So where do we go then? It seems like every direction we go, there's a dead end. There's got to be something we're missing. Wait. It says something there. Something, the upper floors. I think that is telling me what to do, but for some reason it's not actually... It's like hidden. Okay, none of these buttons seem to make any difference. It says something about the upper floors. Up here. I bet there's somewhere where we can climb up. There'll be a hole in the ceiling again. It's all, whenever I can't figure out where to go, it's because there's a hole in the ceiling. Is there another basement you have to go to? Emergency exits have a habit of taking you to other levels that you can't access any other way. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry. There is an elevator, but it's out of service. I mean, let me go back just to confirm, though. There's no way to get the lift to come to us. The door to the upper floor needs a key, which is what we're looking for at the minute. The door to the lower floor's open, but this is where we came from, though, so there wouldn't be anything down here, right? Oh, there's a big hole that we can die in. I'm wondering, you might be right on the lift, actually, Dreydog. I'm wondering if we go back downstairs, maybe we can get in the lift from the lower floor. No, the lift's like stuck halfway between floors. So I don't think this is it. We can go even further down, but this can't be right. This can't be the way we're supposed to go, surely. Oh, hey man. Project Paperclip. Oh, this was a real thing as well, yeah. Project Paperclip, Joint Intelligence Objectives Agency document. Nazi War Crimes Disclosure Act. The first paperclip provides a means of obtaining services of foreign specialists for specific assignments within the technical services of the Departments of Army, Navy, and Air Force. Project 63 is primarily a denial program with utilization as a desirable feature. Aim of this program is to secure employment in the United States of certain preeminent German and Austrian specialists, thus denying their services to potential enemies. This was also a real thing. Project Paperclip, in the 40s and 50s, just after the Second World War, the American government hired a lot of ex-Nazi scientists into various roles in the armed forces. Again, so that other people couldn't do that. It's a real thing that happens. You know, it's not a bad idea. You know, all of these people who were formerly top scientists for the Nazi Party, if they work for us, then they can't work for anyone else, can they? So that's what the United States government did. They went around and employed all of those ex-Nazis. And in fact, it's because of a lot of those German scientists that the Apollo... that eventually the Apollo program would get off the ground. A lot of NASA research in the 50s was done by those scientists, which is crazy to think about. Nothing there. I'm a little bit lost again. Right, this is definitely the way we came from. Sorry for yawning. I do apologise. Could we go? I don't want to have to look up a guide. But I will if I have to. Again, I just wish the game was a little bit more helpful. I'm not saying, you know, tell me exactly where to go and what to do. I'm not saying, you know, it should say go to the basement and pick up this key. But it should at least give me a vague idea. See, it just says use the upper floors to reach Father Mine. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. That doesn't explain anything. Could you just give me a gentle nudge in the right direction? Because I have no idea. Oh, for God's sake, here's this guy again. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up. Prison block. We've done the prison block, right? I don't actually know where we are in the game. You know, I don't know how far in we are. Did you use the fuses yet? Yep, we've done the fuses, Pappy Chuckle. Okay, I've found where we are. Key should be down there. Down where? Where does this... Oh! We need to find where the laundry chute drops out. So that would be the basement then, right? It falls down to the laundry room. Thank you, Pappy Chuckle. I would not have guessed that. I mean, that's probably my own fault. I should have thought about that. This isn't the laundry room, is it? Aha. Toilet. So we just need to find the laundry room. Thank you for the hint, Pappy Chuckle. Again, I would not have figured that out. Oh, here it is. Wow. Picked up the key to access the 3rd floor. Lovely. Oh, we did it. Thank God we did it. Follow the blood. Oh, lovely. Oh, hey down there. How you doing? Obviously. Oh, this is just a window? Oh, there's a document here, though. Okay. Excerpt from the diary of Shirley Pierce, Mount Massive Mental Hospital patient, 52 to 64. How can I not remember where the cuts are coming from? They hurt so deeply, even days later. Dr. Newhouse tells me that it's my fault. I'm subconsciously resisting the hypnotherapy. But I want so much to get better, I don't know how I could be doing this to myself. Dr. Newhouse says it's another condition of my bedroom-inspired hysteria. Poor Bruce, I make him suffer so. I've tried, subtly, to ask Mrs. Jackson if she's had similar issues with her husband, but she's loath to talk about it. Her husband, too, has found comfort in younger women. I know the doctors only mean well, and with the help of the government men who've joined the staff, I'm in the very best hands possible. I should just take my pills and sleep, and hope for more pleasant dreams tonight. Well, isn't that horrific, given we know what's really going on here? These poor people. Lie. Okay. Well, that's lovely. Oh. I recognise the handwriting. Father Martin killed a man here. Are the lies he's talking about all the files missing from these boxes? The facts? The records? They look like government agency material. At least 30 years old. Probably older. Sorry for yawning. I start thinking MK Ultra, CIA, mind control. The buzzing won't stop. Hi Saul, don't seem to get notified for your streams much. Sorry I haven't been in. That's alright, Unmarked Veil, how are you doing? The reason you've not been seeing my streams is because I've been shadow banned. So basically TikTok hasn't been sending out notifications to tell people when I'm streaming. I've made a new account called Ashendak if you want to go ahead and follow me there. Starting from next month, I'm going to be streaming on that account instead of this one. Oh, this is a dead end. But the guy was so stupid that he completely missed me anyway. But yeah, just to remind people again, please do go follow my new account on TikTok, which is just called Ashendak. Because starting from next month, I'll be streaming on that account instead of this one. I think we were supposed to drop down here, right? Or maybe not, because there's a way here to climb back up. Sure thing, I'll drop a follow. Thank you, Mark Bell. The new account's doing quite well, by the way. We got 600 followers already. Which I'm very happy with. Oh dear, we've lost our camera. Well, you need your camcorder to navigate the darkness. I mean, this is going to make things significantly harder, right? This is a dead end anyway. Have we got to just go back down and get it? Oh, there it is. There's going to be someone in here, isn't there? Oh, that's not it. Oh, I thought it was in there. Has it gone down even further? This is cool. I like this. This is switching it up a bit, you know. We've had it set up throughout the whole game, you know, how important the camera is, and we just gotten so used to having it. It's actually quite interesting to have it taken away from us now and have to manage without it. Separate from the stream, do you think you'll ever invest in VR? Probably at some point. I have been thinking about getting a headset. You can buy headsets quite cheap on eBay and Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. It doesn't need to be like a top of the range thing, but I'd love to have something. Why can I not get over here? I can't. I can't get it. It won't let me grab it. And it won't let me crawl under. Ah, okay. We can walk around it. Thank God. And now we've got to find a way to the third floor. Again! Oh, and of course my camera's damaged now. It's pretty cool, but also very distracting. Oh, we can't go that way. Oh, shit. This is a dead end. Yep. Obviously. Okay, just, yeah, just, oh, there's 3 of them, lovely. Honestly, brilliant experience. I've got a Quest 3, there's everything I need. Sorry. I think I'd like to use VR to play some of my simulator games, because we've played Euro Truck with, like, the eye tracker before. Imagine playing it with VR. That's, like, next level immersion, right? If I could actually play Euro Truck or Farming Sim in VR. I think that'd be really cool. Ow. Right, well... I don't know where to go! I think I had it right the first time. Oh no, this is the dead end again. Fuck's sake. So where am I supposed to go then? I think that's the right direction, but we turned to the bathroom again, which I don't think we were supposed to do. Okay, so just go straight ahead this time. Oh, but this is a dead end. See, this is the annoying thing, that it's just trial and error. This would have been scary, this was like scary the first time, but because you have to keep doing it over and over again until you figure out the correct way to go, it just like loses the edge very quickly. And I think this is one example where it would actually... like, the game would benefit from just having, like, big arrows saying, go this way, you know what I mean? Because this sequence, again, it'd be a really cool sequence if we only saw it once. It's the fact that we see it again and again and again, whilst we try and figure out the right way to go. Again, I'm not saying that the game should be too easy. I'm not saying they should tell you exactly where to go all the time, but I think if you're going to have a scripted like sequence like this, and you want it to have the maximum impact, you need to make sure that the player only does it once. And the best way to ensure that the player only does it once is to actually tell them where to go. Can't climb. Okay. I'm really struggling to figure out where to go. At the start, don't you pick a difficulty? We did, STFC. We picked normal difficulty. Okay, this is just a dead end. Ow. Oh! Can we climb up there? That's really annoying if we can climb up there, because, again, there's no indication of that. Oh, we can't climb up there anyway. I thought that was a place that we could get to, but it's not. Can't go that way. Now. You see what I mean? It loses its edge. When you hear, like, the same scary sound effect again, like, haha, they're here! Like, yeah, I know, because I've done this 5 times now. Okay, that buys us a little bit of time at least. But it still doesn't help me to understand where I'm supposed to go. It's still a dead end. Of course. Every fucking time. If you can't figure out where to go in this game, it's the ceiling. This has happened like 5 times throughout this playthrough. Every time I get stuck somewhere and I can't figure out where to go, it's because there's a fucking hole in the ceiling. And it's not obvious. I literally ran into that locker room 3 times. And not once did I think to go, oh, is there a massive hole on the ceiling that I could climb through? Oh, man. Okay, there's a door there. I think we're going to finish in a minute anyway. I don't know how far from the end of the game we are, but I think we're quite close. So I think next time I play, we'll finish the game and then play the Whistleblower DLC. My plan is still to finish the game before the 27th of February, because that's when the new Resident Evil comes out, and I'm going to be playing that on stream. But I don't think that'll be a problem. Like I say, I think there's only going to be 1 more episode on this. Sense. Okay, right, well how do I get back up then if I fall down? Or was I supposed to fall down, maybe? I don't think so. Oh, hello.
Only one way out. Only one way.
You keep saying that.
How do you know you're not a patient?
That's a very good question. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not a patient because we did turn up at the start of the game in a car from outside the building. I was knocked unconscious, though, at some point in the game by the crazy guy who thinks he's a doctor, so who knows how long I've actually been here. A225. Well, this is lovely. And finally, we're in a slightly lighter area, so we don't need the camera on all the time anymore. Hey, guy. Oh, you're gonna follow me, are you? Thought you might. No. Of course. Naturally. Whistleblower, you play as the guy who sent you the email to come to the asylum. That's cool. That'd be cool. I like that. So it's like a prequel. Okay, this is just a dead end, right? Oh, okay, of course. I was trying to slam the door behind me, but I didn't have time. It kind of happens alongside this. Oh, like the other guy's in the building at the same time as we are. That's pretty cool. I do enjoy when games do that sort of parallel storytelling, like, you know, this is, while you're doing this, there's another character doing something else, and you can play their story as well. There's a couple of DLCs for Alien Isolation that are like that. Like, there's some survival missions that you can do that I think canonically are happening at the same time as the main story. Okay, sorry man, no hard feelings. Library.
Yes, I'm supposed to tell you. The key to the house of God is in the theater, behind the light. In the theater, behind the light. You have to see the movie, so that's where I left the card. Okay?
Okay.
I need your help.
Retrieve the key from the recreation hall.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm
I think
coming.
we are going to leave that until next week. And we'll call it a day there. This was good. This was a good episode. Again, I know progress has been a little bit slow because there's been quite a few areas where I wasn't quite sure what was happening, or where to go. But it was good. I enjoyed playing all the same. But that is where we're going to leave that for today. Don't go away. Obviously, I'm going to do my usual stream wrap up, so hang about. Okay, there we go. Right, so, thanks everyone for joining. Good stream. Again, I am enjoying the game. I know I've been yawning a lot in this stream. I'm going to do it again right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I'm just very tired lately. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I'm sorry. I know it might have seemed like I was a bit out of it and a bit bored, but it's not that at all. I'm just really tired. The game's good. The game is great. I wouldn't like I wouldn't put it as like one of my favourite horror games or anything like that, but it's been a lot of fun so far. There's some good genuine scares in there as well. It doesn't rely too heavily on jump scares, but there are a couple in there. You know, it knows when to use the jump scares. You know, it knows when to put them in. One thing that I do think is that sometimes it could do with giving you a little bit more guidance. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find where to go or what to do next. I don't want to be handheld, you know, I don't want every single step laid out for me. But it would be nice, you know, like for example, when there's climbable areas where you have to climb up into the ceiling, it'd be nice if there was like an arrow drawn in blood that points up, or just like a trail of blood from the ceiling or something like that. There has been that in a couple of places, but that locker room just at the end there was absolutely no indication in that room that we had to climb on top of the lockers and there was a hole in the ceiling. So I ended up going into that room 3 or 4 times and dying before I figured out that you could climb on top of it. So stuff like that, I don't like games to be too hand-holdy, but I do think there are a couple of puzzles that are a little bit too difficult, that like it's not obvious enough where you need to go. But it's a lot of fun. It's a good game. The story, I could take it or leave it. I mean, I do like games that tell stories through notes like this, where you have to piece together what's happening. But it can get to a point where it's a bit too heavy on that, you know, where there's too much note reading and there's not enough exposition being given through dialogue and stuff like that. Like, apart from Father Paul, we haven't really met any other NPCs that talk to us. Not quite sure what's really going on, but I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. Like I say, not my favourite horror game. I wouldn't call it the best horror game I've ever played, but it's good. It is good. And it's not finished yet. It's going to be one more episode, I think. We are quite close to the end, so next week we're going to play the last episode, and we'll also play the Whistleblower DLC. You'll get more cutscene type stuff in Whistleblower. That's good, Pappy Chuckle, if that's the case. I would like something that's a bit more story heavy, rather than all the note collecting and stuff. But we'll see how Whistleblower compares. There is also an Outlast 2, which we'll probably play at some point. I'm not going to play it straight after, but further down the line we'll probably play the second one. Let me just double check while I'm here. The next Resident Evil, I believe, comes out on the 26th or 27th of February. I can't find it. Here we go. Resident Evil Requiem. God, it costs £60, but I'm willing to spend that, I think. 27th of February, so let's see. If we play Horror Wednesday... If we do another stream next Wednesday, that's the 4th. And then another one on the 18th. That's 2 more Horror Wednesdays before it comes out. So if we... Depending on how long it takes, it might take us 2 episodes to do the Whistleblower DLC, I don't know. If we do manage to finish the game and the DLC next week, then we'll just have to find something else to do as like a one-off stream on the 18th. Because as soon as Final Fantasy, what am I talking about? As soon as Resident Evil comes out, I'll start playing that. I think the first episode of that will be on the 4th of March, and then obviously it'll be every 2 weeks after that. But yeah, that's it. that's all we've got time for today, so thank you very much, as always, everyone, for watching. My next live stream is going to be on Saturday, and it might be the last stream I ever do on this TikTok account. So I want to do something a little bit special to, you know, kind of mark the end of an era. It's supposed to be an evening with Saul anyway, so it's just whatever I fancy doing. But yeah, Saturday, probably going to be the last stream on this account. Hopefully I get access to start going live on the new account by the end of the week. If you haven't already, if you're watching on TikTok right now, please go and check out my new account, at Ashindac, ASHINDAC. I will put that in the chat for my TikTok viewers now. There you go. The reason I've started a new account is because this account has been shadow banned, which means my viewership's been restricted. TikTok isn't putting my videos and live streams on people's For You pages. So I've started a new account, and in February I'm going to be streaming from that account, and I won't be posting on this one anymore. So if you're watching on TikTok, please do go and follow that new account, and also, you know, consider joining me on other platforms as well if you'd like to do that. Last but not least, before we go, quick shout out to the Patreons. Thank you very much to Kate, Jess, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, and Liam. Thank you all so very, very much for supporting me over there. If you want to get your name on this board, there's a link in my bio. It costs £1 a month. You get access to behind-the-scenes content, as well as a shout-out on stream, and you'll be supporting me in what I do on TikTok and other platforms. So thank you very much once again to Kate, Jess, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, and Liam. And with that, I am going to leave you to enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, and enjoy the rest of your week as well. I'll see you on Saturday. Don't know what we're going to do yet, but like I say, if it's going to be my last stream on this channel, I want to do something a little bit special, so we'll see what happens. Until then, thank you everyone once again, and bye-bye. See you Saturday. Bye-bye everyone. Bye STFC. See you later.